तौफीक बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम सल्लल्लाहु अला मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। अच्छा जी भाई, मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है नॉर्वे और इंग्लैंड का। अभी तक गोल किसी का भी नहीं है। 20 मिनट हो चुके हैं, हम अपना सीरीज देख रहे थे इस चक्कर में। मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है और इसके अंदर हमारा काम चल रहा है, तभी बस आप लोगों के साथ लाइव बैठते हैं। हमारा मियाँ आज भी हमारे साथ नहीं है। इसका मियाँ का, हमारे हस्बैंड का कुछ करना पड़ेगा। हाँ, उसको लाइव भेजते हैं उसको अपना अपना कि भाई लाइव आ हमारे। हमारे साथ लाइव आएगा मियाँ, लाइव आ यार मियाँ। अभी हम मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है, 22 मिनट 19 सेकेंड हो चुके हैं मैच स्टार्ट हुए हुए। और अभी देखते हैं क्या है मैच के हालात। फिलहाल अभी तक तो 0-0 पे हैं दोनों। अब जो सेमीफाइनल स्टार्ट हुआ है, सेमीफाइनल ये है कि फ्रांस वर्सेस फ्रांस का, और किसका था मैच, किसका था इसका? स्पेन, फ्रांस वर्सेस स्पेन। पहला सेमीफाइनल इन दोनों का हो गया। फ्रांस नहीं, वो बोल रहा हूँ मैं। अभी जो सेमीफाइनल है ना, पहला सेमीफाइनल जो है फ्रांस और स्पेन का। मजा तो तब आता है जब यार अर्जेंटीना को फ्रांस का होता है। ओए होए होए होए, टक्कर का मुकाबला होता है, टक्कर का। लेकिन स्पेन भी यार अच्छी है।
जर्मनी आ जाएगी तो क्या बात है, लेकिन मोरक्को ने जर्मनी को हरा दिया।
और हमारी टीम आ जाती है पुर्तगाल, आ हा, फिर तो क्या बात होती, फिर तो क्या बात होती, मज़ा ही मज़ा होता फिर तो। मियाँ हो सकता है लाइव आ जाए, मियाँ को लिंक भेज दिया है, आ जाएगा मियाँ ठीक है। हुआ मेरे ख्याल से हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक हो गया तब। जो भी लाइव देख रहे हैं सब लाइक शेयर लाजमी करें और सब्सक्राइब लाजमी करें, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सब्सक्राइब करें, बेल आइकन का बटन भी दबाएं। स्टार्ट हो गया, बस स्टार्ट हो गया। हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक ख़त्म हो गया, हमारा हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक ख़त्म हो गया। हेलो
what's at stake here.
Yes.
Placing in the semi-final. Both sides are obviously desperately trying to find their way into this game.
आप बताओ, आपकी क्या हाल चाल है? How are you? You are fine. Everybody is good.
Certainly Norway, they're happy to sit back, worked hard off the ball.
हेलो क्या हाल चाल है आपके? क्या हाल चाल है आपके ब्रो? वहीद खान हमारे को बोल रहे हैं हेलो भाई, क्या हाल चाल है? ठीक है आपके भाई सब्सक्राइब कर दें और लाइक भी कर दें।
Doubled up on and easily relieved with the ball by Andreas Schelderup of Benfica. Patrick Berg.
आपके सबसे कौन जीतेगा भाई? नॉर्वे जीतेगा या इंग्लैंड जीतेगा? I'm fine bro, I'm fine.
It was a little bit loose there.
How are you?
England with the throw, quick to take it, lovely touch from Bellingham, right into Aya. Referee was right on the spot. Free kick England. Yeah, the referee.
Free kick मिली है, इंग्लैंड को free kick मिली है.
Ahead of Aya, and then he climbs into him. It's like a free kick in a really dangerous position for England. And all comes of that because that really quick throwing, quick thinking. But it was possession that Norway didn't need to concede, Mark. Yeah, that little phase where they had a little more possession, sometimes that can happen. You've just
और मनाया भाई, क्या हाल चाल आपके? तबीयत ठीक है?
closing down the angles, making it difficult for England to play.
आपकी कौन सी है, नॉर्वे या इंग्लैंड, कौन जीतेगा?
All of a sudden you get a little phase with a bit of possession, and sometimes you can just
everybody like and share everybody
at that moment. the shoulder there again, a bit of a wayward pass.
और क्या कहते हैं, सब्सक्राइब भी लाजमी करें। फ्री किक मिली है इंग्लैंड को, अब देखें क्या होता है। मार देगा यार, नहीं मारेगा, मेरे को लग रहा है मार देगा, हो जाएगा।
सामने
David
ब्रेक
Beckham
है।
watching on from the stands, how he'd love to be down there with the ball at his feet in that sort of position on the field.
ऐसा ही है।
Kane and
मारे
Madueke
again,
are
मारे।
on the
था
ball.
लगान फिल्म में था ना।
हाँ मिलता है उसमें,
हाँ।
मिलता नहीं है उसके अंदर।
It's Harry Kane for England, and it was rising all the time.
बचत हो गई, नहीं हुआ भाई, नहीं हुआ। फ्री किक, फ्री गई, फिर भी उसका हाथ लग जाता, कीपर पहुंच गया था।
Unfortunately for England, Harry Kane just gets too much underneath it. Hegger skipping away from Madueke. Malawaltha. Sheldrup is Torbjorn Hegger. Aya.
बड़ा मजा आ रहा है भाई, बड़ा मजा आ रहा है।
Berger. And Odegaard, timely sort of return to fitness and form for him. He had an injury interrupted season with Arsenal.
मिया कहाँ रह गया भाई, आजा लाइव आजा। अगर आ गया तो कमेंट कर दिया, इसके अंदर पता नहीं चल रहा तू लाइव आया है मेरे दोस्त। मिया आगा, मिया सलमान साहब।
And Berger. He was a steady presence in the deep midfield area.
मजा आएगा, मैच देखना में भी आएगा, मजा आएगा, मजा। Everybody like and share, everybody like and share.
Odegaard, Sorlock.
I am at Islamabad.
Venture forward for a little while. Berger's fall in, a little flick there by Sheldrup. The pass to put pressure on Kosovo, but Pickford saw that coming. He sees the threat running in behind him. He knows he's got to keep himself in the right position.
बड़ा मजा आ रहा है, बड़ा मजा आ रहा है। ऑडियंस बैठ के खेल रही है भाई।
Walter making that late run into the box. And Conte was very, very aware of where he was, and he was grateful he's got to Pickford.
Yes.
Making a decision to come out with the legs. New national record, 18th appearance at World Cup finals for Jordan Pickford today. Anthony Gordon. But to recycle the play and to collect from Kane, challenged by a rare free kick.
फिर फ्री किक मिली है
Dived
इंग्लैंड
in
को।
too much. Referee turned
इंग्लैंड के
back.
बंदे गिरे जा रहे हैं, फ्री किक फिर मिली है इंग्लैंड को भाई।
He's not very happy with that. I think he's probably taking a ball against the ball. And so, certainly impeded them. Anthony Gordon now.
Everybody like and share, subscribe, like, subscribe, like, subscribe.
Just very well.
Everybody like and subscribe.
Over the years and the meetings between the two nations, Norway have won a couple, England have won
Subscribe the
7.
channel, subscribe the
Games
channel.
Norway did win the last competitive meeting, famously in a World Cup qualifier 2-0 in 1993, ahead of USA 94, when England failed to qualify. And it comes from Declan Rice.
मजा नहीं आ रहा, मैच में मजा नहीं आ रहा। एक का गोल होता ना फिर मजा आता है।
Conte under pressure from Sheldrup, very calm and good
मेरे को लग रहा हाफ टाइम तक तो नहीं होने वाला है।
Rice is a passing outlet on the left here at the
कम
moment.
से कम 45 मिनट तो ये गोल है।
ऐसा ही है।
उसके बाद अलग गोल
Consolatory Conte in the opening
हाँ,
half
पहला
an
गोल
hour
कौन
of this
मारेगा?
match mark.
आदिल भाई कह रहे भाई पहला गोल इंग्लैंड मारेगा, लेकिन हमारा ये है कि पहला गोल मारेगा नॉर्वे। पक्का पक्का नॉर्वे मारेगा। Hi Afsa, how are you? Fine.
Not really adjusting very well, not used to that sort of running behind.
Hi Hafiz Ali, how are you? Fine.
To finding Bellingham. here on
ओ
show. Almost. A sudden shooting opportunity.
स्लो हो गया था बहुत ज्यादा ऑफसाइड हो
Tries to turn the tables and set his teammates
बचत हो
on
गया
their
यार
way with
बचत हो गई
O'Reilly.
ये जो बंदा कॉल कर रहा है कॉल नहीं करे अब्दुल हसीब है मेरा छोटा भाई उसकी कॉल आ रही है कॉल नहीं कर भाई लाइव चल रहा है मेरे भाई
To find the back of the net. Well, it's turning into quite a tussle between Gordon and Ryerson. So,
फीफी तेमी हाय
I wonder if Harrison's eyes would have lit up at the
किसको
prospect of that.
मियाँ को
नहीं
नहीं नहीं रहने दो कर लेता हूँ मैं बात
Well, his heart is off for a couple of seconds there. Pickford was very, very alert to the danger and kept his line very, very quickly.
everybody like and comment oh sorry like and subscribe
And then you can see
मेरे मुंह में टिकटॉक लाइव वाला आया था लाइक एंड शेयर डबल टैप
come in the opening half.
टिकटॉक पे ये लाइव पे ये आता है ना सब
Ryerson. There's Martin Odegaard.
ओहो
Looking to be the conductor in chief here for Norway, their captain. Aya, Hegel.
हाय एम
Molo ball players got shoulder over on the far side.
मजा है
Now in
मजा है
possession.
मजा है मजा है
Norway just
कौन
turning the
जीतेगा
tables
नॉर्वे
now.
जीतेगा या इंग्लैंड
A
जीतेगा
little over 10 minutes to go to half time. Seeing more of the ball in more threatening areas. Haaland's up. Pickford's there.
होते होते देख लिया आदिल भाई होते होते देख लिया नॉर्वे जन द बॉल बट कीपर इज वापसी हो गया नॉर्वे पहला गोल नॉर्वे ने मारा है बोला था पहला गोल नॉर्वे मारेगा
वो कोने को टैकल की है उसको गिर गया वो कप्तान उसको टैकल करके गया
बोड़ा गोल मारा है बोड़ा गोल
खाता गोल दिया है नॉर्वे ने
पूरे 35 मिनट 20 सेकंड पे इसने गोल मारा है और बेहतरीन गोल मारा बहुत ज़बरदस्त गोल मारा मैं चाहूँ तो तुम्हें दिखा देता ओए
यही तो टैकल कीजिए
देखिए वो कहाँ गिरा हुआ है वो
करना था ना रोकना था
साले दे देते हैं अच्छा हाँ यही मैं कह रहा हूँ इंग्लैंड है अर्जेंटीना इंग्लैंड ये सारे क्या बोलूँ अभी मैं
It's only the second international goal he's ever scored. Harry Kane complaining that he was fouled.
अच्छा गोल मारा यार लड़के ने गोल बहुत जबरदस्त मारा
But there will be no major review of this, and England find themselves a goal down.
अब इंग्लैंड पागल हो यार नहीं दिया है
So Norway
मतलब गोल ले लिया है फाउल नहीं दी हाँ
hold on to here, and England with work to do as Pickford sends it long up towards Kane and surging into the boxes Bellingham.
Yeah, Norway capitalised very, very well. Dispossessing Harry Kane in a very dangerous position.
कुछ नहीं कह सकते भाई कुछ
From
नहीं
that
कह
moment onwards, the delivery in the box turned out to be a wonder goal. After question, Jordan Pickford just pulled his own way through it.
That's an awkward fall there for Nico O'Reilly, England's left back. Saw they're very frustrated there.
कितनी ऊपर उछल के गिरा है यार
Trying to prevent Nico O'Reilly from getting the ball.
And there we see the match momentum, but all importantly, it is Norway who have found the back of the net.
32 मिनट तक इंग्लैंड का
Some
अटैक है
appears in
और
where
आखिरी
he
3
was
मिनट
for the
में
first time
टाइम
today,
नॉर्वे
so
ने
usually
अटैक करके गोल कर
overpassed.
दिया।
Madueke
मैं
losing
ये
out
कह रहा था
to
इंग्लैंड
Alberto.
पागल हुई हुई थी भाई, लेकिन इन्होंने
Kept in play. Madueke
अच्छा
doing well
मौका
to retrieve it. Ponce, Rice.
अटैक भी जब बंदा करे जब मौका मिले,
Not the first time
उनको
England
3
have
मिनट में
fallen
मौका मिला,
behind this
उन्होंने मारा
one.
गोल,
Most of
उन्होंने
it
बोला
they
चल मेरा
limited
भाई
to
चल।
DR Congo.
ऊपर से देखो फ्लोरिडा
Two relatively late goals turn the match
ओए
around.
ओए ओए।
Anthony Gordon against Winston, pulled up for the foul.
Yeah, clear foul from Anthony Gordon. This is Wayne and just
किस
have
चीज़
to
का
not
फाउल
panic,
किया?
not lose their heads a little bit. Just got to stay calm. A lot of football still to be played.
पूरा ग्राउंड पैक है, पैक। कितनी आवाम आएगी।
Only twice in all the years at the World Cup finals of England's come from behind to win a match, having conceded the opening goal. And here come Norway again. Just over the top. And the shot from Alexander Sorloth.
एक गोल और होते होते रह गया नॉर्वे का, एक और गोल हो
Another
जाता
shot
मजा आ
across
जाता
England's
है।
bows here late in this first half.
They stretched it really well. But I think he had it covered. He was pretty confident this one was going over. Pulls his hand away. Sure does well. Difficult chance.
Pickford under
आ
pressure.
जा भाई, आ जा, आ जा, आ जा, आ जा भाई, आ जा, फिर आ गया
Notably
नॉर्वे की
rattled
बात।
here by Norway, who can sense it. Odegaard goes for goal, denied by Jordan Pickford.
बचत
Really
बचत
strong
बचत।
spell in the
Everybody
match here for
subscribe
Norway.
the channel, subscribe the channel, everybody subscribe the channel.
Almost starts to go too early. I think Odegaard
And
sees
like-
it, looks to whip it into that near post area. If it's just able to adjust in time, doesn't gather, doesn't make the save cleanly, but does enough.
And suddenly now, contrary to earlier in the half, Norway's players not sitting back, they're pressing, they're moving in and looking to harass England. John Stones. Rice. 5 minutes to go to half time, plus added time. Still England haven't tested all in England in the Norwegian goal.
ये भी सही
Yeah,
है।
England's end product in this first half has been really not up to scratch. They haven't really created any chances. And look at Norway already, there's a decent chances.
Odegaard. Pass loose. Madueke throws down by the goal scorer, Shelderer.
मौसम कभी अच्छा हो रहा है, कभी फिर धूप आ रही है।
Looking for Bellingham, trying to bring Kane into the game. Comfortably dealt with by Norway's back line, and Odegaard optimistic there in trying to find Haaland, but John Stones sends it over the touchline.
And
हो सकता है हो जाए गोल, हो जाए
really
भाई, हो सकता है गोल हो जाए,
like
हो
there's
सकता
something
है।
else to get out of this game. England are a little bit at the moment nervy, a little bit second best to everything, but slow to react. Norway has certainly got their tails up after taking the lead.
Rattled by the goal.
They have been, I mean, they've dominated possession, not necessarily play per se, but Norway, and their one real meaningful chance, take the lead.
Interception made by Berger. It's going to be England's free kick.
It is their own doing. I mean, the Hurricane being dispossessed in a really dangerous area, going to ground. We've seen it time and time in this World Cup. It wasn't also a foul. Players going down too easily. Referees allowing play to play on, which is right. And England get punished for it. Yes, it was a bit of a fortunate strike. Whether it was a strike on goal, whether it was a cross. End result is all that matters for Norway.
Right. He's been looking down the near side. Hasn't been a great deal of joy for Anthony Gordon so far against Julian Andreasen. Not for Madueke on the England right. Rice. Bellingham. Picking out Elliot Anderson. England looking for a little moment of something special to try and bring them back in this match. Andreas Sheldrop's goal, separating the two sides. It's with Mark Day away from Odegaard, almost conceding possession there, and Sheldrop was almost away once more.
England hit the ball.
And they find
Oh,
Kane. Well tidied up by
Norway के हाथ में आ
Berger
गए,
initially.
आ गए, आ गए, आ
Now
गए,
the
आ
chance
गए.
to break. Kane's on the deck.
Oh,
Norway
मार,
on the march.
oh,
Here
मार
comes
दे,
Haaland unlocked in the middle. England backtracking
oh, मार
rapidly.
तेरी,
Charlotte looks for an
अबे
opening. And
यार.
it's a very big block indeed by O'Reilly.
John Stones does exceptionally well. He knows he's 2 against 1, but he just delays, so does not panic whatsoever.
मार देता मजा आया था यार, एक
to
गोल
get
मार.
back, and Nico O'Reilly's the one in the end that makes a vital challenge.
मैं चाह रहा हूँ
That
नॉर्वे
is
का
brilliant defending by John Stones.
Norway
क्या
getting a
कहते हैं
second goal
अर्जेंटीना
here.
को सेमी
Late
फाइनल
in
में
this
अगर
first
हो
half.
England have just been way too slow in the build-up, but allowed Norway to get back.
अगर
Get
फ्रांस के
solid,
साथ नहीं हो
did
रहा.
with a breakdown.
Here comes Anthony Gordon. Now it's Madueke. White shirts appearing in and around the penalty area. And England will have a corner.
चलिए कॉर्नर मिल गया. कीपर पकड़ना था अच्छा था.
Going to get the ball, taking on the defender, gets the ball across.
Nick Jagger watching on. He's seen a few England games over the years. Well, they've got much satisfaction from this one so far. England with their second corner of this World Cup quarter-final. Real thicket of players in the vicinity of the penalty spot. All of them being watched by the beady eyes of Clement Turpin, our referee. Aimed towards Bellingham, collected by Rice. Offside.
They're not quite sure
You know
what
what?
their set play plans are,
Offside.
but so far they have not worked. There's that challenge on Harry Kane, dispossessed. And that's where the ball ends up with shoulder up, and he's cross shot. Gordon Pickford decides to let it go. Comes off the post and ends up being an absolute
क्या गोल मारा है यार इसने. इतनी इतनी दूर से और
Minutes here.
बहुत ही जबरदस्त. लग के गए, डंडे पे लगा, उस पर फिर अंदर गई वो.
England yet to really sparkle.
मार दो, मार मार
England yet
मार.
to have
इंग्लैंड
an
इंग्लैंड
attempt
इंग्लैंड
on target here in this match, and it all fizzles out again for Gordon on England's left-hand side.
एक्स्ट्रा 4 मिनट मिले भाई. 4 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा मिल गए.
And carrying attacking threat on occasion as well.
Norway, that's Norway, that's Norway.
Generally started
तो
their
लगा
matches
नॉर्वे से भरा हुआ
well
पूरा
here in this World Cup. They've scored half a dozen before half time now. Here's Gordon. That was well done.
Oh, इंग्लैंड का भी हो गया. एक एक से बराबर हो गया. एक एक से बराबर हो गया भाई. एक एक से बराबर हो गया.
यस, इससे कहते हैं चेस करना. यानी कि ये पावर रखते हैं,
कर देंगे.
इनको काम
Right on the stroke of half time.
It's absolutely brilliant from Jude Bellingham. Anthony Gordon for once gets the ball quickly.
फर्स्ट हाफ में 2 गोल हो गए भाई. एक उनका हो गया, एक उनका हो गया.
He's got a lot to do. His touch and movement is excellent.
और मतलब सेकंड हाफ स्टार्ट होगा तो एक तरीके नए तरीके से गेम स्टार्ट होगा. दोनों का एक एक है. इसने भी बहुत अच्छा मारा है. आज 4 बंदों से लड़के उसने अकेले बंदे ने निकाला.
Gives himself space and fires it across the face of the goal. It's a really good goal from Jude Bellingham.
Well, Jude Bellingham scored twice in the first half in the last match against Mexico. That's a really big strike right there to draw England level with half time on the horizon.
चाचा आराम से अपने ही बंदे के वो बोतल मार दी भरी हुई पानी की.
When they conceded that opener to Andreas Schöderer.
1.5 मिनट रह गया. 1.5 मिनट में मारेगा. नॉर्वे मार देगा वो.
इंग्लैंड
Anderson finds Bellingham.
नॉर्वे मारेगा
Maybe
नॉर्वे
not done in the first half yet. Surrounded by red-shirted Norwegians. Here's Kane. It's from distance and it's saved by Nealon, who certainly has
इसका गोल था
been
ये
required to make a save
हो जाता
soon after picking the ball out of his net after a very quiet first half up to
ये
then.
जो दो
They
है
could see them much more comfortable. But Norway
हमारा तो होता पुर्तगाल होता तो हम मजे करते होता है
a lot quicker in their
हमें
transition,
तो हमारा चैनल
in their
चलना चाहिए
counter-attack football.
बस
And Harry Kane comes into the game and has a decent enough strike. Always expected Nealon to make that save.
ऐसा ही है
That's up for
भाई
England.
आपने व्यूवर्स को बताओ कि यार हम वाघाबाड़ जा रहे हैं
Well, in these
कल
matches, you
इंशाल्लाह वागा
need
बॉर्डर
the big players to shine, don't you? The margins can be fine, and Bellingham there was
लाहौर वागा बॉर्डर
excellent
लाहौर
control. Look at the space here for Anthony Gordon. It's amazing how the momentum and certainly the confidence can flow
Live
through the
चल रहा है।
veins of players. It's with Elliot
आजा
Anderson.
बेटिया कहाँ जा रहा है अबे आजा बेटिया
Or again, almost on the
वैसे हफ्ता है ओ हो गया इंग्लैंड ने कर दिया वो दो गोल हो गए अब एक और हो गया दूसरा हो गया इंग्लैंड का ऑफ साइड दे दिया ओए पहले नॉर्वे उसने वो पतला सा क्या नाम है यार उसका ऑफ साइड दे दिया हाँ लगान फिल्म में इसका बाप नहीं था वो कितना लगान देगा तुम वो वाला है दुगना लगान देगा हाँ तुम्हारे इसने मारा पहला गोल इसने मारा हाफ टाइम हो गया
ये ऑफसाइड ना था
ये ऑफ साइड अगर ना होता किस पे हालैंड पे ना
इसने जो पिछले 3-4 मैचों में 7 गोल मार दिए
अब मेरे को लग रहा है इसी को मिलेगा सोने का जो जूता है
नहीं
किसको
आगे भी तो मैच हो रहे हैं ना मेसी और
हाँ,
मबापे
मेसी
जा
का
रहा
मबापे
था
हाँ मेसी मबापे बराबर
एम्बापे मेसी और हालैंड तीनों के साथ गोल
ऐसे ही है, तीनों के साथ साथ है। मबापे चल रहा है अभी तो फुल फॉर्म में ब्रेक चल रहा है हमारे
ठीक है
लाइफ फ्री
लाइव वॉच ऑनलाइन हमारा होगा इस तरह पे जाएगा ब्रेक करना है इसको सिलेक्ट कर क्योंकि फिर वो आपकी विंडो के मुताबिक
स्टार्ट हो जाएगा
आप कुछ करें cool. ठीक है और बदू फैलाने वाले जर्म्स को
ब्रेक टाइम हो रहा है ब्रेक टाइम
अच्छा 22 से भी
16 नहीं चले ही गया
क्या कहने में टाइम
देखिए गेट बंद कर दे
ओए सोमू
उतर गया ना सब्सक्राइब कर दें लाइक कर दें सब्सक्राइब कर दें ये कौन दो बंदे हैं हमारे को भी वॉच कर रहे हैं राइट ये मजे करें इसको मैंने कहा था ये
मैंने आपको कहा इसकी बात करा नहीं
दे वहाँ पे रख दिया इसको कुछ और लगा है क्या लगा इसको देखते हैं मेरे दोस्त को अभी आएगी अभी आए क्या 1 year ago 6.1 million
ये आपको लगेगा कि एक कतर या मियामी है जहां समुद्र के किनारे गगनचुंबी मारते हैं लेकिन ये पनामा है मैं चाहता हूं कि दुनिया
पनामा तो
पनामा
बाहर
के
हो
इस
गया।
खूबसूरत देश को देखे पनामा
जब तक हमारा मैच हमारा रुका हुआ है तक आप ये देखो पनामा
बहुतों को शायद ये पता ना हो लेकिन
टड़क टक दिन टड़क टक दिन टड़क
जिसने
टक
पनामा किनारे के बारे में ना सुना हो, है ना
पनामा चला पनामा
पनामा का पनामा किनारा है
हमारा काम यही है यहाँ पे बैठ कर चीज़ें देखने का हमारा काम आ गया वही मरई मियाँ की याद आ रही है मियाँ बोलता है वो मरई रुक जा
ये पनामा है जहाँ बेल और वर्षावन है
चलिए मियाँ के पास ऑफिस
ऑफिस में थोड़ी है घर में भी है। वो कह रहा है ना बच्चे मेरे अकेले यहाँ पे घर पर उसके मेरा जो उसकी वाइफ है बच्चे यहाँ पर आए हुए हैं ना बोले बच्चे गली में इनके दोस्त यार होते तुझे पता है बच्चों को तो आजकल के मैंने देखा है पहले हमारे दौर में नानी के यहाँ जाओ वहाँ पे रह रहे आजकल के बच्चों का नहीं है दोस्त
यार नहीं
अच्छा
कभी आप ये देखा बच्चों को आदमी प्रोग्राम मिशन पे आ रही है ये मैं
क्या है?
आपको अंदर से गट से फीलिंग वो आ रही है
किस चीज़ की?
आदमी को मिशन पे है
कौन?
क्या आप उस स्कॉलरशिप को देख रहे
मियाँ?
हैं? इस फैसले के बाद दुनिया की सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जमात से होते हुए प्रशांत महासागर से अटलांटिक
नहीं
महासागर
वो
तक
घर में
जाने
कपड़े
वाली
वो अबे
मेरा
ये
यार नहीं
अमेरिका
अंदर
के
से
दिल
बात
से होकर
मियाँ यार ये मान ही नहीं रहे, मतलब बोला कि मियाँ किसी और मिशन पे निकला हुआ है।
उन्होंने ये कनाल कैसे बना?
आदिल भाई को यकीन नहीं हो रहा कि मियाँ घर पर है। आदिल भाई को
दरवाजे खुल रहे
ऐसा लग रहा है कि मियाँ गया हुआ है कहीं,
इसे पार करेगा
या तो कहीं मिशन पे निकला हुआ है मियाँ।
अटलांटिक महासागर की ओर बढ़ेगा अच्छा उत्तर की ओर दक्षिण अमेरिका
लेकिन
के
नहीं
बीच
यार
से
मियाँ कहाँ
गुजरेगा।
जाएगा, यहीं आता है। तुम्हें पता है कल रात को 3 बजे आया है मियाँ, रात को 3 बजे।
मियाँ भाई
मियाँ भाई यहाँ रात को 3 बजे आया कल।
मियाँ भाई पे बड़े रो रहे हैं मियाँ भाई छोटा रोला नहीं डालते वीकेंड नाइट है
वीकेंड नाइट और हमारा दोस्त हमारे साथ
मतलब बड़े मिशन पे
बड़े मिशन पे।
अटलांटिक महासागर से जोड़ता है जिससे
अच्छा
जहाजों को महीनों की
वो वाले
यात्रा
बड़े
करना
मिशन पे।
सबसे पहले एक फ्रांसीसी कंपनी ने 1881 में कनाल के निर्माण की कोशिश की थी।
ये नहीं।
ये वही कंपनी थी जिसने स्विस कनाल का
नहीं
निर्माण
यार
किया।
मियाँ
और
बच्चों को
उन्होंने
टाइम
यहाँ भी
देना,
इसी
मियाँ
प्रकार
घर
के
पे।
दृष्टिकोण अपनाने की कोशिश की।
निस्ता
उनकी
बड़ा।
योजना पूरे 82 किलोमीटर के क्षेत्र को खोदने की थी, लेकिन वो एक छोटे लेकिन शक्तिशाली दुश्मन के कारण असफल हो गए। मच्छर
हाँ मच्छर
मच है।
स्विस कनाल की समतल भूमि के विपरीत ये क्षेत्र ऊबड़ खाबड़ है।
जबरदस्त खूबसूरत जगह है यार।
ये वर्षावनों से घिरा हुआ
बंदा जाए यहाँ पे मजे करे,
है।
बंदा किसी
जमीन
जबरदस्त
कीचड़ भरी है और वातावरण मच्छरों से भरा है। 8 वर्षों में मलेरिया येलो फीवर जैसी बीमारियों से लगभग 22,000 श्रमिकों की मृत्यु हो गई। पनामा के वर्षावन इसके बाद
खूबसूरत है यार पनामा भी यार।
और बंद हो गई और पनामा स्कैंडल नामक एक फाइनेंशियल और एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव करप्शन स्कैंडल सामने आया। फ्रांसीसियों ने अपने अधिकार और उपकरण अमेरिकियों को बेच दिए, जो पहले से ही निकरागुआ में एक कनाल बनाने की योजना बना रहे थे। उस समय पनामा ग्रेटर कोलंबिया का हिस्सा था। अमेरिका ने कनाल के निर्माण के लिए कोलंबिया के साथ एक समझौते पर हस्ताक्षर किए, लेकिन कोलंबिया पीछे हट गया। जवाब में अमेरिका ने पनामा के क्रांतिकारियों को कोलंबिया से अलग होने में समर्थन दिया।
वो नहीं आ जाएगा।
पनामा की स्वतंत्रता प्राप्त
देखो पनामा देखो आप लोग, सबको छोड़ो कैसा जबरदस्त है पनामा।
एक समझौते पर हस्ताक्षर किए। इंजीनियरों ने
लगाओ कहाँ चले गया। 1 मिनट भाई, 1 मिनट। अभी ये कहाँ लगा ये हटाओ, वही लगाओ। अबे वो लगाओ छोड़, वही लगाओ। मेरा पनामा लगाओ, पनामा यार, मेरा पनामा हटा
रोनाल्डो
दिया।
रोनाल्डो वी मिस यू रोनाल्डो
ओ हो किंग, ऑलवेज किंग बेबी, किंग इज ऑलवेज किंग।
गैरी
The lights grow quiet, the crowd still sings. One last walk beneath the king.
King is king. Ronaldo king. King is king, baby. King is king. Ronaldo is a king, baby. मैच के बाद देखेंगे फिर. मैच स्टार्ट हो गया. मैच स्टार्ट हो गया. मैच स्टार्ट हो गया.
Second time he's taken charge of a match involving England here in the United States this summer.
सेकंड हाफ स्टार्ट हो चुका है.
Rice taking his spot in the dugout for the second half.
1-1 से बराबर पे चल रहा है. 1-1 1-1.
He's certainly been struggling. He's had a neural issue as well, which he's been managing for quite a while. So he's been playing in quite a lot of pain actually during this World Cup. Never mind the stomach upset and the illness that he's suffered.
इंग्लैंड को फ्री किक मिली. Kings
to Mexico last weekend. So an early opportunity perhaps here for England. Everett Eze only just onto the field, having come off the bench at half time, strikes it and the deflection
नहीं
comes
गया.
off
फ्री
behind
हिट
for
ऐसे
a
ही.
goal kick away a knee.
फ्री किक.
Should be fresh, Eze. He'll be playing for 55 minutes in total here at the World Cup.
That's a very positive substitution, bringing on as the second half, considering you're taking off Declan Rice, Nino Weki, you're looking to try to be a little bit more offensive, certainly through the middle, with Eze, it's more comfortable through the middle as being wider.
Ireland having quite a tussle there with Anderson. Referee quickly on the spot to calm everything down, and wisely allowing the game to continue. Get the feeling the first half handbrake will come off a little bit more now, Mark, with 45 to go.
Yeah, I think both sides have settled this game, of course. And England's, I think, having that half-time break, I'm sure Thomas Tuchel will be a lot more encouraging of going forward, being a little bit more on the front foot, taking a bit more care of the ball, but also being a bit quicker in that transition, rather than just blowing the ball and slowing the pace of the game down.
O'Reilly quickly in on Alexander Sorlock, pressure on Reasson. This is Christopher Ayer. Now tip by Torbjorn Heggen into Shelderup. Sonderberger.
Norway के बाद बोल अरे मार.
Not getting across to Bukayo Saka, chasing him down towards the corner. Getting in there ahead of Entry Consa.
Yeah, very good work for Saka. Not only wide players to help out, to get back, trying to help out in defence.
I'm sleeping now.
Into Berger, back with Milan, who hasn't been called into action terribly often in this match so far. He's looking for Haaland. Comfortable for Jordan Pickford, who looks at England's goal scorer, Jude Bellingham. There's a much greater intensity and pace here, and ball happy play from Bellingham. He'll bring Saka into the game. People have seen enough in the first half with Saka on the bench.
Brilliant once again from Jude Bellingham. Great skills, right ball control.
Bellingham furthest forward to the middle as well at the moment there, inside the D on the edge of the penalty area. This is Conser into Anderson.
एक से बराबर चल रहे हैं.
Gay.
Subscribe the channel.
O'Reilly getting forward. Opening up in front of Alexander Sorloth. England chasing back. Haaland's touch. England suddenly turning the tables. Saka, first chance to deliver something in the penalty area. Goes for goal. The block is made by Muller Wolford.
Yeah, an opportunity to get that ball across the face of goal. He really cuts back on his left. He's got a lot to try and find that
Subscribe the channel,
area. He goes for
subscribe.
that shot from near post. It's quite easily covered.
The tension is going to grow with every passing minute here on this quarter final, but look at the advantage and the space gained by Berger away to the far side. And, well, it ended up being a little bit closer than it might have done because
अभी Norway का एक गोल हुआ था.
Yeah, he certainly did. Almost kicked it. Almost sneaks in, but not good. Always expected to cover that. This is going to be a challenge for England. The two more offensive number 10s. Bellingham staying forward. There's a forward. The only one that's staying deeper. Or a man short in that regard. So they have to be very careful. Someone has to be very aware of that. So right play on the left order needs to tuck in. Someone needs to come back and help out in defence.
Sizable section of Norwegian fans gathered behind the goal to which they are kicking in this second half. First chance for Norway to apply some pressure, and England's captain Harry Kane with a firm nod clear of his penalty area. Grayson, good looking ball.
Yeah, difficult chance for Haaland. Ball slightly going away from him. Does well to adjust and get a decent hit on goal. Picked it in the end. Might have squirmed underneath him. Just gets his timing right in the end.
Well, this is his dad, Alfie Haaland, looking on. Former player as well. Erling Haaland, of course, actually born in England because his dad was playing there at the time, so born in Leeds. Grierson's delivery. It just needed a touch which would easily have diverted it into Pickford's net.
Yeah, good delivery. One of the few we've had from set play so far in this game. Grierson's delivery, that near post area was very, very good. Still for one against the touch. Almost forceful at the far post.
थोड़ा सा आगे निकल गया.
Hagen was just a couple of yards in front of the ball by the time it reached him.
अच्छा वापसी मिल गई. इससे टच होते भी गई है.
England penned in. And referee Turpan has spotted something he's not happy with. Now he's ready. Now this is trying to keep tabs on Haaland, ends up on the ground.
मार दिया. मार दिया. मार दिया. मार दिया. मार दिया. मार दिया. दो नॉर्वे के 2 गोल हो गए. क्या गोल मारा. क्या गोल मारा.
England couldn't get it clear from the corner. And for the second time in the match, it is Norway who have the advantage.
That's a big moment of the game, isn't it? Delivery again, consistent pressure on the England goal. Another
What a
good
goal,
delivery.
what a goal, what a goal.
And Hagen's the one that reacts the quickest in the end.
Well, it's a good finish, yes, he gets a bit fortunate.
Norway
Ball
scored.
falling straight through. He still has to adjust really well. There was a tussle, I think, before the ball actually came in. Watch Elliot Anderson here going down. That was before the ball even came into the box. Well, there he was. Johnny on the spot. Torbjorn Hegger with his first ever international goal. The check
international goal
to confirm the goal will stand or otherwise. It is being looked at by Jerome Drissard and the team in the VAR hub.
It'll be interesting to see how they see this one. The referee's going to be asked to look at it, I think.
The referee's going to come and have a look. It has to be for the challenge on Anderson, who clearly went down after tussling with Haaland.
That's an interesting one, isn't it? Because we've seen so much of this tournament where players going to ground, the referee more often than not has allowed play to continue.
नहीं होगा तो ऐसे तो
That's what the referee is looking at. Well, he needs everyone to stand back. This is the view of Clement Turpin, who has seen enough already. We await his verdict, which will be just a few moments away. Big moment in the game, this. Which way will it go?
Review. Number 9 of Norway. Push the team defender. Before the ball was in play.
The foul by Haaland on Anderson.
Corner be taken.
चूतिया
Stays at 1-1.
चलिया गोल मारना धक्के देना पागल
Norway left frustrated.
लैंड है भाई लेना डंडे का
हाँ
Too much in it. Too big a push.
कहीं और टीम होती का मसला नहीं था
The referee saw a bit of a shot beforehand. With two hands splitting his chest. And then it's Allison's chest. He shoves him out of the way.
रह गया यार गोल
So
रह
the
गया
referee disallows the goal, but the corner kick will be retaken.
सब्सक्राइब the channel दोबारा उनको दिए दोबारा किक दिए शायद वो दोबारा दिए
Because the foul happened before the ball had been put into play.
Yes.
बुड्ढी चुड़ैल
That's why we
अपनी
got
माटी को
to
धक्का
retake the corner.
That's right, with the new rule change. That's certainly the way they are refereeing these corner kicks.
Well, England are not out of the woods yet on this set
subscribe
play. Will have Norway get up their sleeves here now.
like and subscribe
More pressure for England to try and deal with. It was aimed towards Haaland, playing with a little time to send it forward. Norway will get the try. And Julian Ryerson, the right back, is down and will, it would seem, require some treatment.
like and
potentially
subscribe
Ryerson not looking terribly
like and
comfortable at the moment.
subscribe
Played just over an hour against Brazil. This is the third start that he's made at the World Cup. Didn't play in the match before that, and it would appear that there's every chance that Norway might have to make a change here. Well, some of the great and good are watching on there.
क्या वो तो चक्कर आ
Something
गई
of a who's who of FIFA legends from over the years inside the stadium today.
गर्मी हो रही है मैं कल से वहाँ पे
Players taking every available opportunity to cool down here in the humidity of Miami.
30 मिनट 27 मिनट
Well, Ryerson has the demeanour of a man who might be about to depart the stage here.
Yeah, looks like he is. They've got substitution ready.
And that is what's going to happen. We're about to see Frederick Orsnes of Benfica. He started 10 matches in the Champions League this past season. And he comes off the bench for the third time in a row in the knockout stages. So an experienced player, central midfielder, Frederick Orsnes. little bit of reorganisation perhaps. Norway, Bellingham just losing control of the ball. O'Reilly's under pressure. Odegaard's pass in towards Sorlock, but O'Reilly, the pace of youth, enabled him to get back and claim the ball for England. This is Anthony Gordon. Gay, looking for Bellingham, having quite the tussle with Christopher Ayer. Berger steps in. Here now is Headham, who thought he scored.
Yeah, see them momentum shifted a little bit. Norway certainly on the up. That goal rattled England once again.
Norway!
Second time.
Norway!
Here comes Norway with a renewed purpose.
Like and subscribe.
Berg's ball back to Berger. Odegaard. Wilton Bolshness. Norway winners of 4 matches already at this World Cup. It's the first time they've won that many games to the finals. They've won 2 of their first 8 at the World Cup over the years before the trip to the USA this summer.
Like and subscribe.
Looking for a
Like
first win
Sarah.
against a fellow European nation at the World Cup. Norway. Milan, who's been with Sevilla the last 3 years, but just left them this summer, having spent most of the season on the bench. Bolshness, the makeshift right back. Sorlock, strong under
Like
pressure.
and subscribe, guys.
Odegaard harassed a little deeper, but that was very composed indeed, and picking out shoulder up, and Bolshness now venturing forward. Sunderberger. Ireland waits in the middle. Patrick Berg up there on the end of the box too. Odegaard looks for an opening. Looks to put it on a plate for somebody. Over it comes. Anderson's there. It's had gone beyond the byline.
It's fun. Norway now, a little bit of ideas. Slow the pace down.
There's a somewhat a frustrating end to the match for him. This president watching on there with the
FIFA president.
Crown Prince of Norway.
Ganu.
He was up out of his seat a few minutes ago, thinking that his country were leading by 2-1, as we all did at the time. England looking to try and get Saka into the game.
Lots of balance a little bit with Bellingham and being so far forward.
Subscribe.
Trying to control midfield by himself in that deep line role. Once Norway beat that first press.
Like and subscribe.
Hit the challenge on Bellingham. Instead, denied the opportunity to take the kick quickly. Much to his frustration. Silas all back in there, Norway's coach. I think he'll be very pleased with the way his team have acquitted themselves so far in this match. Swept forward off the boot of Anderson. Chased by Anthony Gordon.
पूरे अंदर चले गए.
That's the ball over the top.
Alessandro Del Piero, bottom right. Kaká's in there. Russell Baker at the back. Seth Fabregas back left as well. Yuri Djorkaeff. Cafu.
खेल नहीं रहा होता ना ये, जब अगला वर्ल्ड कप नहीं खेलेगा ना उसको बुलाएंगे बिठाएंगे.
वो भी FIFA में बना, और उस पे FIFA में आता है.
क्या मतलब?
फीफा में आगे जैसे पेटी है
हाँ
Minutes for somebody to find a winning goal here. Tension's going to ratchet up with every passing minute. Saka, good challenge by Shoulder. Elliot Anderson snapping in, gets it back for England. Moves it away from the traffic a little bit. There's some room for Anthony Gordon here. Haynes in the middle. Eza on the edge of the box too. Gordon's done well. What's the delivery like? Not bad. Kane under
बचत हो
pressure
गई
and losing out. And sent on its way by Sheldon. Pickford's gone for a walk. John Stones.
Sheldon done good well. Okay, looks like he's takes his first pass. He's trying to line up for a shot on goal. And Sheldon was really quick to react.
लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब
As expected, it's going to be a tight one either way. This quarter-final between these two. Reminder, it's Argentina or Switzerland for the winners. That should be in Atlanta on Wednesday. The first semi-final, France against Spain. Mouth-watering encounter in Dallas on Tuesday. The activity down on the bench for Norway, and Alexander Sorloth is going off. We're going to see Antonio Nusa coming on, and we're also going to see Oscar Bob of Manchester City. Oscar Bob coming on. So Sorloth makes way, Bob is on, and Andreas Schelderup is the other player going off. He was brought in instead of Nusa for this game. So two attacking changes by Solbakken as well there for Norway, Mark.
Yeah, they want to still keep that energy going forward. They had a good share of possession, momentum in this second half. They're going to sort of find their way a little bit, kind of take together and
हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक हो गया भाई हाइड्रेशन ब्रेक
Introducing